Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shukri Amir Zainuddin, and me and my group are going to review the article that we have been assigned to study. So the title of this article is The Future of Malaysian Beef Industry. So as you can see, nowadays, Malaysia is aiming to achieve 40% self-sustainable beef production by 2015. However, the local beef production can only fulfill 30% of the demand. The question is, how do Malaysia produce the extra 10% of the production to reach the target? So, international trade in beef is a big business. For example, New Zealand, Australia, Brazil, and India are the major global suppliers of beef. New Zealand produces only 1% of the global beef production but equates to 8% of total global beef trade, capturing niche markets that demands high quality product. In Malaysia, the population the population is increasing, thus in need to fulfill the local consumers' demand. Apart from the production of staple food, the change in people's diet and the need to be self-sufficient has led to a boom in meat-associated industry. For example, Malaysia has been able to fulfill to a large percentage the local consumers' demand for poultry since the 1970s, but has yet to produce similar outcomes for beef. According to Table 1, share of poultry meat, eggs, pork, beef, milk, and mutton or chevron in total ex-farm value of livestock products, which is 10,870 million ringgit in 2010, respectively were 53.1%, 22.1%, 15.5%, 7.5%, 1.2%, and 0.6%. Furthermore, over 900,000 cattle documented in Malaysia, which was much higher than other potential red meat producers such as buffalo, goats, and sheep. The country's beef self-sufficiency also was expected to attain 30% for 2012. Table 3, meanwhile, reflects the self-sufficiency level achieved in recent years from different subsectors of the livestock industry. According to the table, the national poultry sector has grown tremendously, but the figures of self-sufficiency for beef, mutton or chevron and milk are discouraging. In Table 4, the increase in beef consumption for 2012 compared to 2011 is expected to increase by 6,437 metric ton, which is more than 2.5 times the expected ability to produce beef for the same period of time. Current production of beef is incapable of keeping up with increasing demand. Even though Malaysian population increased by 1.59% from 2010 to 2011, but the percentage rate is decreasing by an average of 0.07% annually since the year 2000. Yet still, the annual county population increases by 0.45 to 0.55 billion since the year 2000. Although initiative to systematically increase production of cattle, sheep, and goats for the local consumption began since the 1960s, little has been achieved so far in ensuring the food security of the country.
Beef production in Malaysia commonly bred for its milk rather than dairy produce. Consumers prefer for fresh milk because normally within next 24 hours carcasses will be sold at the roadside patrol. If beef be frozen, it will be low quality and also price. Local cattle KK. KK is stand for the Kedah Kelantan Cattle is a local ingredient bred in Malaysia. KK is small in size but can adapt in a local environment. KK cattle have the high fertility and calf rate and low weight gains. Exotic species import to the increased local bovine production. Various exotics important since 1970s to increase the local bovine productions. Important country Bahrain, Hereford, Everson, Agus, Dogus, Master, Santa Guerigudis, Bali, Shorthorn, and the Chinese yellow cattle stand for CYC. Dogus Master import in a large number in 1970. After 7 decades, Douglas Master had a little impact on the local bovine industry. Brahman can adapt well to the local environment, but information on it efficiently as commercially viable beef production break in Malaysia is limited. So crossbreeding of local KK stand for Kedah Kelantan cattle with import exotic breed led to better growth red beef cattle but relatively poor productive performance. Crossbreeding of animal in Malaysia has been decaded. there are two successful crossbreeding in Malaysia. First is Brahmans and Caracal. Caracal is a breed of two species. There is 50% of Coralis and 50% of KK. Crossbreeding are better beef production, but problem arise during the parturitions. Last decades, mass productions of cattle for the beef evaluate initial success with the CYC palm oil integrations in Malaysia to import over 100 CYC introduced into two ladang. This is Ladang Sungai Gayong and Ladang Sungai Marong at Pahang. Calf report to be highest than 74% in 2018 by Toherans, and in 2012 calf success rate was 85% palm oil plantation and calf feedlot system.
One of the successful pure breeding activities that are extraordinary and wonderful is Hanwoo cattle in South Korea. Hanwoo cattle managed to increase weight from 245.9 kg in 1974 to 477.2 kg in 1992. And now Hanwoo cattle can reach over 600 kg when ready for market. Other than Hanwoo cattle, the Wagyu cattle of Japan also have the similar pure breeding success. The Wagyu cattle is expensive due to the best rearing method. In Japan, in order to qualify for the Wagyu brand, the cattle need to be cared and fed according to strict guidelines. In our country, Kedah Kelantan cattle also has the potential to have similar pure breeding program like Wagyu cattle and Hanwoo cattle. But there is no improvement in the growth performance of Kedah Kelantan cattle because of the information of Kedah Kelantan cattle has not properly documented.
Strategies for improvement of beef production. Activities that needed for livestock development, which is breeding and improvement. The second one is nutrition and feeding practices. Third one is prevention and control of disease, and the last one is promotion and incentive. Next one is nutrition and feeding practices. For nutrition and feeding practices, that was only focused on fattening of animal for slaughter and utilizing agriculture waste product as feed. Very little work has been done to evaluate the commercial value of feeding practices in large-scale farming. Feedlot animal fattening system has shown to be very effective in preparing animal for slaughter, but the low number of animal stock in the country has not been able to keep up with the demand for calf. Systematic livestock management in integrate palm oil farms by localizing the movement of cattle into groups can help to easily manage cattle production. And the last one is promotion and incentive. Promotion and incentive, we must do more encouragement and incentive should be given to the farmers to develop the meat industry, namely for cattle and goats. Next one is the project increase in ruminant production requires the economic and political. And the last one is the government should encourage smallholders to have cooperative ventures pulling livestock together. So, breeding and improvement, not just arrangement of mating, but it should aim to increase the quantity and quality of each animal. Efficient breeding methods, such as the use of AI, should help to improve better crossbreed progeny, as well as a method to introduce batch breeding, which is currently applied in highly developed ruminant breeding and production programs outside Malaysia. Nowadays, the focus on crossbreeding of cattle for beef have now shifted to improve indigenous species had been fertilized. Many years of research put in breeding improvement has also not shown any large-scale commercial initiative. So, the livestock breeding network is very weak in Malaysia. For the next one is prevention and control of disease. In New Zealand, there has been attributed to its biosecurity law preventing the importation of live animal and their meat product. Although the Malaysian government through DVS control importation of animals, unreported border trade, especially in the state bordering Thailand, do frequently occur. A strong livestock industry is needed as it would play a better role in educating the community on biosecurity issues which can harm the local industry. Furthermore, farmers should be encouraged to use the service of veterinarian so outbreak of disease can be monitored and be contained.
In a conclusion, the production of beef to increase independence from imports has been ongoing for decades, but so little has been gained from the investment poured in research and field study. Genetic improvement is a slow process and requires dedication and perseverance. A national initiative should look into the potential of pure breeding programs tailor-made to increase local breed numbers and quality.